I will buy an Xbox for this.
I hope the game time is kind to me.
Yeah.
Man, Bethesda.
Yeah.
You crazy boys.
Yeah, it looks really promising.
Hey guys, welcome back to another Composers React, and we're here with Bas.
Hello.
Bas does a lot of work for our game company, Chaotic Interactive. A lot of sounds. You are really like a sound wizard. I know that my brother and I, we mimic a lot with our mouth, and you always seem to manifest it into professional sounds.
That's kind of my job.
And then even like the things that we might even come up with, like you even take it as far as where my imagination even stops, I guess.
Yeah.
There is something that we work on that we actually can't really tell something about, but you really impressed me, and maybe there will be one video that we talk about it. It had to do with the piano.
It was funny.
We are here for, of course, a nice trailer to react on, and it has been trailer season. There's so many things coming out. Which one did you bring?
I brought the trailer for Starfield.
Starfield, highly anticipated, and especially for us space geeks.
Yeah.
This is one to really look out for.
I'm so excited for this, but I don't have an Xbox.
Yeah.
I will buy an Xbox for this.
The battle of it's just exclusivity battles, you know. If it's
yeah.
Netflix or Amazon Prime or HBO, it doesn't matter. It's the same thing happens in game lands.
Yeah.
But this one is exclusively on Xbox.
Yeah, or on PC, I think.
On PC, yeah.
Would you play it on PC or on Xbox?
Nah, I'm getting quite old school now, so I'm like the couch gamer, old-fashioned guy. If I have a console, let's go with it. But let's dive into it and see what we think.
Let's go.
Beautiful.
For sure.
Humanity has always hunted for knowledge in the unknown.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
The wonder is,
Jeez.
Gorgeous.
not that the field of
lighting
stars is
is
so
crazy.
vast, but that we have measured it.
Yeah,
Nice.
Bethesda.
Yeah.
Beautiful little theme there. Motive.
For sure. I connect strings always with space. Or space with strings more. So like that.
Yeah.
25 years.
We're all
Like how
here
slow
because
it
we're
goes.
committed
Yeah,
to the
slow
biggest
pace.
question of all.
I think that will also be the vibe of the game.
What's
That it's a huge
out
universe.
Wow. Big sounds.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
Making it small.
Yeah.
Very intimate choir. Wow.
But also a little bit not unnerving,
You're
but
part of
almost
Constellation now,
otherworldly.
Curious.
Yeah.
part of our family.
Ooh, it's exciting.
Yeah. See those ships.
Oh man.
We do not fully understand all that is at work here.
No finer group in the
Cowboys?
stars to be unraveling this
Was that
mystery.
Kevin Spacey?
I'll follow you
Was
from
it?
here on out, Captain.
It looked like him a little bit.
Grab jump is ready. I love this part.
Oh man, he's hyper time.
And those
These
ships, they look
artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the
Very
universe is
ancient,
asking us
epic
to
music.
unravel.
Kind of like the dirt feel for it.
Yeah.
Human settlements throughout the galaxy
Big
could be
horns.
at risk.
Monsters. Sugar. Yeah.
It's like very Fallout-ish, but then it's
Yeah. Crazy.
man,
We
great
are
music.
not stopping. Whatever lies at the end of this road
Starship fights.
will change
Holy
humanity forever.
Oh. Some more Preccio.
All those animals.
Wow.
Crazy music. Wow.
This is
where we belong.
this is one hell of a promise.
Yeah.
Man, this is right up our alley.
Yeah. This looks really promising.
It
Said the
looks
least.
good. It
September
sounds
6th.
good. It's
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. What to say about this? I think the excitement that gets out of this is. It's so majestic. It's magical. It's curious. It looks good. It's the realism and stuff, and then the vastness of this open world. Wow, yeah.
It's crazy. It's really it feels really intimate, right? And it's also due to the music that's being played. You have all those intimate strings playing, all those solo strings, solo cello. I think also some viola, and it just sounds really intimate in a way. And
but also huge. It's kind of to convey the universe, more in a kind of an epic sense that it's just. It's always getting you to a point of like, are you ready for this adventure? It's never really fulfilling. I would say it's constantly building up and giving you a little bit of that curiosity, that mystery of the universe, and never really getting you the satisfaction of really doing it because you need to play it. you need to play it to fulfill that satisfaction. At least that's what I'm getting from it. What a nice. Kind of a little love letter to the universe.
Yeah, so it feels like that. It feels like a huge exploration game.
Yeah.
I have to admit that I already saw a bit of the showcase that they did on this game.
Yeah.
And I saw there that you have 1,000 different planets which you can visit, where you can land on every spot, So they do something really interesting there.
So I'm not sure if they went into this development, but with Elite Dangerous, there's a lot of like procedural stuff coming.
Yeah.
Is it that? Of course, so there's 1,000, but is it handcrafted thousands?
No, I think they do a lot with procedural stuff. So I think they generate both the quest path. So there are, I think, pre-designed quests on those planets, but the way you encounter them, that's totally generative. And I think the world themselves is also generative. And I think the lighting, that's especially something that's special. You already have some games which are really good with generative stuff. But do it this well also with lighting, that's quite special.
It's I'm really curious about this adventure. It's I hope it's not a disappointment.
No.
Because of course you can put people on the edge of their seats, and this trailer really does. I think the music is great, the visual is cool, even the voice lines, the one-liners that I'm hearing is like, that speaks right of what I want to hear. I want to play this. I'm curious. I'm not sure how. This is probably huge, so I need to find some time to play something like this. But maybe bits by pieces, I can pick it up.
Yeah.
Was there a release date? I completely missed this. Like I was just.
6th of September, I think, in 2023. Yeah.
Oh.
So that's relatively soon already.
Yeah. And Bethesda.
Yeah.
You crazy boys.
It looks really promising.
Now, also something like that will be super cool to work on. So if Bethesda would call or anybody that they work with on the campaigns and we can work together with something like that, that's great.
I mean, this is right up our alley, right?
Yeah. So you do have a lot of these open world in fantasy or maybe medieval times, and of course, like we don't know exactly what's out there. So sure, it's fantasy again, but for some feel, I always have that it's a kind of plausible, futuristic fantasy.
Yeah.
So and that I'm very curious to.
For sure, it's like sci-fi with a little bit of a scientific twist, which also is embedded in realism, and that's nice.
Yeah, cool. It is cool what is out there. Like probably in our lifetime, we will definitely see ourselves landing on Mars. Maybe we will find some planets. Maybe we will find a really alien life that can communicate with us. Probably already out there, but it's just we didn't have to find a way to speak in the same wavelength or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe we need to use music more to convey our message.
That's the universal language. Who knows? Yeah.
Let's resonate. It's probably something with frequencies and some things with like shaking things around, and people are like, hey, why is it shaking differently?
Yeah.
Curious how that is gonna end. But what this game is offering, that before that time comes that we can actually already experience it, and kind of we don't have to leave it to our imagination anymore and dive into how it will be to travel to other celestial bodies ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really curious how it is to work on a game like this as a sound designer. Pure from not only from an aesthetical point of view, it's really interesting to design all those ships and think about how it sounds. But also the technical challenges must be crazy, right? With those generative worlds and just the sheer scope of things.
Can you eventually create something Or let's say, especially if it's more generative creation and you have a few parameters that would convey that certain sounds, could you then be surprised later on to say, wow, this creation sounds nothing like I actually imagined, but you did program it. Probably.
Yeah, for sure. Well, a whole time back, I developed this art installations with generative music, and there sometimes this would happen, and that's quite a thing. If you make something and it makes something, the thing that you makes something where you're surprised about.
No, but that's cool. In a way, sometimes it is almost like a how do you call it? An archaeologist of sound. You know, you're dusting off a lot of stuff. You make sure that all the generators are running, and at one point you pinpoint kind of, hey, that's it. It's kind of a music supervisor of sounds. That sometimes is also a lot of creation, where you let things kind of go into complete chaos and then pinpoint what you can get out of it. I remember you because you were in the studio, and I said, hey, what are you doing? And you were doing exactly that. You're saying, I'm just inputting some crazy stuff here, and I'm just figuring out, I'm letting it record, and I'm just gonna figure out if there's maybe some useful stuff in between. And then you had this whole library of stuff to say, I already found some hidden gems here.
Oh yeah, I remember this as well. Yeah, that's really cool.
That is kind of what people would think that's the real mad scientist stuff. It's like, let all this really go crazy, like you see it with modular racks a lot, where we don't really have control over it, but we do record it, and eventually we'll take control over it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, generating stuff. It's just exciting. It's just a surprise for both the consumer as well as you as a developer, I think.
Yeah, there is actually a super cool video already on the channel with you going over one of these cool machines. Face plans, right? And I believe there's 3 videos. So if you're interested in how that looks a little bit like a mad scientist, or where this strange sounds come from, this is with more control than just let it flow. Definitely check that out. Starfield.
Awesome.
We're gonna check it out. We're gonna feel how alien those worlds are, and if we can really feel like that astronaut again, as we also love to create games like that. So definitely gonna play it. I hope the game time is kind to me.
I'm looking forward to it.
Thanks for bringing this one. Very curious, what is your favorite space game or space soundtrack that you think is really lovely? And don't say Interstellar, because we have heard that a lot. But if it is, definitely drop it down in the comments, because it is truly gorgeous. Also, if you're interested in other stuff and more serious talks about the industry, we have some podcasts. We also do some explanation videos, the one that I just told you about with Bas, going over this super cool plugin. And if you want to have some more fun and meet the composers that are working with us, we have also some very cool videos with it. For now, I want to thank you for watching and see you next time. Hey there, I appreciate you watching the video. If you like this one, check out this video or that video. And if you want to support the channel, make sure to click on top of my head on the logo and subscribe to the channel.